A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So out come the Bucs now, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Bortles. Buying time, now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw, it's Bortles. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Being chased down left. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Hey, empty. Empty.
On first down, Wentz steps away to his left. Forced out to his left. 20. Completes it to Ajayi. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Elliott now to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Let's go. Spread right, 72.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, it's Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's got Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. 4 down.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He may try and run for this. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on now.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing now is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Hang in there now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Into the red zone, Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now Wentz on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We got 4 down. 4 down. Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3. Man 5-7. Alert. Here we go. 120.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Over the middle to Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Spread right, smack. Get wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
This is Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Hang in there now. 46 down, man, 5-4. Lion.
Wentz now on first down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Oh, yeah! Break! We got 3. Let's go. Great.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And his throw is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit. Double tight. Hey, stash. We got 3 down.
Please remember that stadium
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Come on now. Let's go. Hey, stash. I got 11. Please.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. Jay's going to go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to roll. And he's able to put it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you look at your plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go. 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now it's Ajayi. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Wentz to throw on second down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, we got three down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get them. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll go again to Jones. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, we are good.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Sproles. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Rip, rip. Hey, ram.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Lefty.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run with Ajayi. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hang in there now.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. The strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Two jet.
Check. 53's the mic. 53.
Here's Ajayi. And spins away. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Over here. Liz 5-3.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Go. Lefty. Sunday. Hey, stat. Run. Black, come on. Hey, stat.
53, Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Sproles, the return. Able to spin free. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Let's go. Great.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On the ball.
Bang! Let's go.
They run again with a J. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
We got 4 down. Let's go.
Lefty. Here we go.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
82, go.
I got you, boy.
Wentz now to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Great. Porky, 82, Porky.
Now a toss play. It's a Ajayi. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
Ajayi's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, 45 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now Bortles drops it to Jones in the flat. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go, let's go.
Bortles now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Spread right, smack.
4 down.
Green 80, green 6.
Now a play fake. Bortles being chased out left. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey.
On play action, now Bortles. And incomplete here on third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On the ball, 87.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Eagles on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. With it is Jackson. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go. go.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch number 5. Watch number 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some room to work. He's to the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mike, 53.
They'll try to run with a J. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Great, great.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0.